Welcome everybody, I'm Ed Cruz and welcome to my new channel, The Last Lesson. Um, I want to spend this time, actually, this is called the episode 1, the intro. And I've been struggling to do this for a while because I was like, exactly what order do I want to do things in and so forth, and explanation of why I created this particular channel. So if you're not familiar with who I am, I'm Ed Cruz. You've seen me probably since 2008, if not more. Create a ton of Wing Chun videos on Windy City Wing Chun. They're still there, tons of it available. Then several years later, I created the book series, Kieran Rise University. That's still in existence too. And now I'm basically at the point where I've created, what is it? Ed Cruz, The Last Lesson. All right, a little explanation as far as what my goal is. And if looking back, right, I'm here at this point right now because of actually the choices I've made. From everything from the Wing Chun I've done, to the practicing I've done, to the teachers I've done, and to the path I've gotten to the point where everything that I want to do and how I want to do it, and exactly the way I want to do it, I can do because I put myself in that position. So, for example, when I look back, I look at Windy City Wing Chun. Windy City Wing Chun was so necessary. I'm glad that a lot of people over the years have benefited from the training. But Windy City Wing Chun, the usage of me teaching my Wing Chun to you guys served as a functionality to myself to basically help my skill as well, and to eventually get to the point where I decoded the art for myself, and I can do it at a level which I believe is a very good level of doing Wing Chun. So that was the functionality of why Windy City Wing Chun was created. I needed students and also at the same time teaching to improve my overall skill. Then we have Kieran Rise University. Kieran Rise University is basically the book series explaining Wing Chun to the general public in a format that doesn't necessarily have to be, you have to love martial arts. And the book series is still available, but that was also, the finalizing stage as far as, how well do you really know this, to explain it, not just to people who know Wing Chun, but just to everyday average Joes. And overall, I think it was very successful, and there's still plans on stuff to do with the Kieran Rise stuff in the future. But the last lesson basically is to the point where I get, like I said, you make choices, and I get to do everything that I want to do exactly how I want to do it. And some of the things that I don't know if I particularly say I didn't like, or with the Kieran Rise University. It always feels like you have to sell, and in life you do have to sell yourself. As far as you from a job interview, from selling a book series and stuff like that. But me personally, I'm doing this for a particular reason. I believe right now, I guess this is the overall main goal, that there's still probably a ton of people out there in the Wing Chun community or around the world who's still looking for a Wing Chun teacher and instructor. To help them. And then my last lesson to you guys is basically that's it. I'm here to teach you exactly how I want to teach you, and I can be selective as far as who I teach, what I want to teach, and so forth. Because in the end, when like I said, you make those decisions, you become at the position of strength. Like right now, as far as teaching, if I want to teach, I can teach, and it's by per request now. I don't need to be like, I need this student or that student and so forth. So I know I'm jumbling around with ideas here, but hopefully I had some notes here. Okay, so we basically, like I said, we've done when I. One thing I didn't like in the Kieran Rise University is asking people like, if you really like this, share it, like it, whatever. The last lesson, I don't need the money, I don't need the students, I don't need to share it. I am here to basically give the last lessons of Wing Chun, and if you are a person who really wants to learn, you can learn from it. Okay, that's really it. So I'm not like, okay, like it, learn from it, blah blah blah, whatever, click to subscribe. I don't give a shit. Really, I really don't give a shit about that. I wanted to talk about stuff like video. I have tons of equipment that I can actually use to make the videos as crazy and good as possible. I just don't want to spend that many hours a day editing videos on Wing Chun. My information is great. Use it if you need it, and that's that. What else do I have here? Stuff like promoting this and so forth. Twitter, TikTok. Honestly, it's great. Those are all fun and dandy. But I honestly don't give a shit. I freaking hate doing all that extra stuff as far as tweeting and whatever. I never tweeted that much before or all the other stuff. I just really hated freaking doing that. What is that? The money situation I talked to you, I don't care about that. Maybe in the future, I don't know how long I'll run this but the end goal is basically I'm going to create enough information so if you want to learn the art, you can learn the art online, and that's it. And I can do my Yoda shit from that point on. And you notice my information is still jumbled here, but it doesn't matter, and that's the beauty of it, because there's no cool introduction for my site. You're going to notice every thumbnail is exactly the freaking same. The only thing that will change will be like episode 1 in the topic. And I want to do the bare minimum as far as all those fancy gadgets and stuff to upload videos. And to basically the goal is to have that end lesson for you. To get to the stage, you got to remember, back in 2008, when I was posting videos, I really did not think that Wing Chun can be taught on an online community. The touch was necessary and so forth. But basically I had 2 guys, one from Mexico and the other one from Bali. They had no Wing Chun experience or martial arts experience at all, but all they did was watch my videos. And from that, they showed me their form. And I gotta be honest, those forms that they did was better than most people who practice Wing Chun for a long time. And I was surprised. I didn't think that was possible or feasible to do. But because of that, I was like, oh my God, maybe there is something to that, okay? So that was the initial stage that we got to. And then over the last 2 years, because of COVID, I've had to teach Wing Chun through Zoom class the vast majority of times. And what I've realized is the people who really, and here's the thing, that's the thing, I don't want to be the Zoom classes. For the last 2 years, those are free. I give them, you can come to class, have questions and so forth. There's such a limited number of people who actually come. And we have an okay number who generally come, but notice people in general, even if it's there, they won't take advantage of it. So that's totally fine. But once again, like I said, I'm at the stage where I can pick and choose time, date, whatever I want to do. I don't have to wait for people to freaking come to class or do whatever. So what I noticed over the 2 years of teaching the Zoom class is that I had to change my approach in teaching. So because hand contact wasn't available, I had to make the detailed teaching even better and more understandable. And then during that time, I really deciphered the art for myself. And I noticed that I made it easier for people to understand. And what's surprising is like last year, some of the students I met for a Sifu Fang seminar, and I was surprised that, without contact at all. And obviously, when we worked together, I was able to adjust and make things better for them. Without contact at all, the instruction was to a point where I was like, wow, these guys, they said they did what I told them to do. They followed it, and their skills actually quite good for guys who were basically only doing it through Zoom. So I guess in the long run, the introduction is just that. My end goal is to still teach Wing Chun, and the beauty is I'm gonna teach it. How consistent I'm gonna do it. I'll teach it when I want to teach it, but when I'm in the mood to teach it, and maybe if I have a streak of maybe 20 videos in a row, maybe I take a time off. But there's no pressure on me as far as make video here, make video there, because my end goal is still, if you want to learn, you're here. You're here to learn. Oh, that's something I totally forgot too. I know I'm babbling around here. Is that Wing Chun to me is the greatest martial art ever. Okay, and for people who have disagreements, I don't really give a fuck. Okay, that's the honest truth. I'm not here to convince you. I'm not here for you to convince you to study with me. Like I said, I don't give a fuck. Do whatever you fucking want, right? I'm here for those who want to learn, and there's no freaking debate. I don't give a... in the past in Windy City, I love debating back and forth because from my back history, I used to be a commodity broker. So, talking back and forth with mental midgets and discussing back and forth, it was just entertaining for me. Okay, but now, honestly, my Wing Chun is better than yours. Good, your Wing Chun is better. Don't give a shit. Okay, you should do this. You should mix that. You should do whatever you want to do. You want to mix it, you can mix it. This is exactly how I do it, and this is not a two-way street. I don't really give a crap about your opinion. If you want to learn from me, you can learn from me. That's as simple as that. So in the long run, and honestly, I can't tell you. I haven't checked anything online as far as what Wing Chun is doing or who's around or so forth. Maybe in a good, 4, 5, 8 years, I have no idea. So in the long run, enjoy the last lesson. I'm here. I have everything laid out as far as if you want to learn the entire art. I'm going to show you exactly what to do, and from that foundation, you can develop your skill and enjoy the benefits and reap the benefits of learning Wing Chun my way. Okay, simple as that. That intro wasn't exactly as smoothly as I want, but like I said, that's the beauty of it. I'm not gonna do any video where I'm gonna freaking edit anything. It's as simple, raw, and to the point. Okay, it's episode 1, the intro.